Right, he's been there for 21 years, teaching in the Department of Biological Sciences. So,
Hate to be a pest. Can you start over again?
really?
Give me a second. Yeah. It's for posterity.
He did raise his hand, so I guess.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Dr. Karim Essani comes from us from Western Michigan University. He teaches in the Department of Biological Sciences. He's going to be talking to us about HIV yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So please help me welcome Dr. Essani.
Thanks, Sarah, for inviting me. It's a really pleasure to be here. You guys have a beautiful campus and a very nice surrounding. And it is my first time ever that I have been to a community college and giving a seminar, so certainly it's a good opportunity for me. This is the title of my seminar today. We are going to look into HIV, the infection it causes, how it was yesterday, how it looks today, and how it will be tomorrow. See, HIV, HIV actually causes the disease of the immune system. So what I'm going to do is to give you a brief idea what the immune system is and how the immune system works. Right? Now, you see, the immunity basically has been defined as the ability of an animal body to resist infection. Okay? And if you look at the immunity, it has been classified into two major groups or two major classes. The first one is called innate immune system, and other one is the adaptive immune system. The major difference between two is that innate is non-specific and the adaptive immune system is specific. What do I mean by specific? See, if I suffer from a disease, say smallpox, and if I had survived, right, or if I have been vaccinated with the smallpox vaccine, then I will never, ever, ever have a smallpox again in my life. But I can have HIV, I can have rabies, I can have salmonellosis. See how specific it is, right? This is what you get the flu vaccine, it protects you against flu, and nothing else. It's very, very specific. That is what we call the adaptive immunity, very specific. The first arm of the immune system is non-specific. That means it is really directed against everything that we encounter in the environment. I hope my accent is not a problem. My seminars are very informal, so if something is not clear, you can stop me and I will find an alternate way to explain it to you, right? And this is non-specific. And this is what we need in the very, very beginning. But the whole system, these are not two, categories of the immunity with a very sharp line of demarcation. These two systems are interdependent and integrated. And what I mean by this is that even if one component of the immune system is non-functional in one way or the other, the whole immune system is interdependent and it is integrated. Okay? Now, what are the factors which contribute to the non-specific immunity? Let me give you this example that how really a bacterium or a virus causes a disease. The way it happens is really a true struggle between the microorganism in the body and the immune system. If the immune system wins, you are not going to get the disease. If the virus or bacterium wins, you are going to get the disease, right? So what the viruses and bacteria and parasites, what they do is they try to get it into your body. The very first thing they encounter are the physical factors, right? Physical factors. What are the physical factors? We have the skin, they cannot get into our body. That actually stops them from getting into our body. Then you will think, how come all these little holes that we have in our body? You have nose, you have eyes, you have mouth, and you can go further south, right? Now, in this case, if you look at all these apertures in our body, they are really made, they are constructed in such a way that we leave the microbes outside. I will just give you an example with the nose. So the first thing when you are inhaling is that, we have hairs in the nose. At your age, maybe you cannot see it, but when you will get as old as I am, they will be pretty visible. Okay? Now, in addition to this, if you look at the cells which are lining the interior channels, they are provided with the cells, and these cells have cilia, so they can move in certain direction. Follow me? Right? In addition to that, we have mucus. So what happens when you sneeze? All these bacteria and viruses and dust particles are trapped, and when you sneeze, it's an innate mechanism. It doesn't care whether it's a pox virus or it's a rabies virus or it's a causative agent of salmonella or mycobacterium tuberculosis, which causes TB. They are going to be sneezed out, correct? So what you do is so these are the kind of the physical factors. Another example I can give you is that if you look in the stomach, the pH in the stomach is extremely acidic. And what it is that most of the bacteria and viruses cannot really survive the acidic pH at all. Now, if for the microorganisms to cause disease, they have to get into your body through proper channels. If they come through some other route, they will never be able to cause that disease. So if you look at all those bacteria and viruses that cause enteric infections, like salmonella, Shigella, certain strains of E. coli, poliovirus, other enteric viruses. But these are all resistant to the acid. It's a constant evolution. As the parasites are evolving, the host is also evolving. So these are the sort of the physical factors first, which contribute to the non-specific immune response. Then if these physical factors fail, or in some cases even they don't fail, this is another factor which is going to kick in. Okay, and these are the chemical factors. What do I mean by chemical factors? If you look at the body secretions, our body secretions, all of them are really loaded with antimicrobial agent. And I will stay with the skin right now, right? So if you look at the skin, we have sweat, we have tears, right? They have enormous amount of antibacterial activity. Actually, there's an enzyme which is present in the human tears and our sweat. This is called lysozyme. And the purpose of this lysozyme is that it breaks open the cell wall of the bacteria. And the bacteria cell wall, there is a common structure in the cell wall of the bacteria. So again, doesn't really matter, what bacterium it is going to be kept. Follow me? Right? So those are the chemical factors. Now, even if those fails, then the cellular factors are going